Oh, happy Wednesday. We are halfway through this week and we're glad that you are on this journey with us. So you think if you're obedient to God, if you give your full life to the ministry that he's called you to, if you're just laying it all out there, then your life is happy and there's rewards and you're blessed. You get thrown in jail. That's what happens. You get thrown in jail. Now, I don't know where we got this, that if you live according to God's teachings, if you're obedient and faithful, and if you love Jesus, then your life is all music and rainbows. It doesn't happen anywhere in Scripture. And it certainly didn't happen to John the Baptist. John was as faithful as he knew how to be. He went into the wilderness. He sought God. He came out of that wilderness experience knowing who God was, having this longing in his heart that only God could fill, being afraid only of God. After he'd had that encounter, there was nothing in the world that could scare him. And so he confronted Herod. Herod was living with his brother's wife. Sound familiar? You wonder what John the Baptist would have done in our modern day. But he confronted Herod with his behavior. Herod was in no mood to hear it, so he put John in jail. John would later be killed as a party favor. Herod would become so intoxicated with his stepdaughter's dancing that he would give her anything she wanted, and she wanted John's head. And so he killed John as a party favor. That's not the way you would want a hero of the faith to end his life. That's not what you'd expect. But listen, when you start telling people the truth about who they are and the consequences of their life, they're going to put you in jail. Now, they may not put you in jail, but they'll put you somewhere. They'll put you in the corner office and not promote you. They'll leave you off the Christmas list. They'll leave you off the party list. You will all of a sudden find out you're not invited to some things that you used to be invited to because your faithfulness makes people uncomfortable, and that's the price you pay. So they'll put you in jail. Are you okay with that? Are you okay knowing that your only friend in the world is Jesus? Are you okay knowing that there are consequences to your obedience, that the world will not appreciate it and the world will try to get you to be disobedient to Jesus, and the world will try to get you to ease up and try to not be such a fanatic? When Chris and Craig were at home, we would go to movies all the time. And of course, as soon as we came out of the movie, I was talking to him about what the movie said. Every movie has a message, some kind of a message that they're trying to get across to you, something they're trying to sell you. And I would talk all the way home about what the movie meant, whether or not it was true, and how the boys should listen to it and respond to it, and hope they understood this and understood that. And finally, Chris, one of my sons, looks at me and goes, "Daddy, can't we just go to the movie?" No. No, because there's always somebody trying to get the allegiance of your heart, the attention of your mind. And when you let somebody else other than Christ have that, then there are consequences. And when you live faithfully to that, then there are consequences to that too. Jesus will love you. The world won't. So that's a hard choice on this Wednesday, isn't it? But that's a choice we're all making. Are you okay knowing your only friend is Jesus? Knowing that if you tell the world the truth, they will, like John, put you in jail. That's a hard word, but it's a true word. And it's one that you and I, going into 2021, need to think about. I think there's going to be a cost for Christians. I think the world is doing what the church was scared to do. The world is no longer tolerating casual Christianity. If you're going to believe Christ, if you're going to claim Christ, then you're going to have to pay. I think that's coming. So you need to go into the quiet place of your heart and sit down, have this long conversation with you and Jesus. Are you okay with this? Because you need to make the decision now before the question is asked. Are you okay when they throw you in jail? Like they did John, like they did Paul, like they did Jesus. You okay with that? Because if you're really, really faithful to Jesus, that's where the world's going to put you. I'll give you 60 seconds to get started. I'll see you tomorrow.